All right, YouTube, once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. Talking Auburn football, go ahead and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn, and let's go ahead and get these memberships going. I definitely appreciate that, man. Y'all are really coming through. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. This is actually another one of my car casts that I have been, that I like to do from time to time. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger War Eagle. So, a lot of the Auburn fans were disappointed with the 2022 draft output. The only guy drafted in a respectable round was Roger McCreary. And he turned out to be the 35th pick. He just missed the first round of the draft. But we're not talking about that tonight. We're talking about some of these undrafted free agents that will turn out to be, I think, steals. I mean, absolute. It's going to be like Jack the Ripper type steals. Forgive me, I don't have my seatbelt on. Let me go and put it on real quick as I approach this stop sign. There we go. Steals as undrafted free agents. A lot of guys went undrafted. Smoke Monday, Zacoby McClain. And we're going to talk about that. But real quick, I want to talk about this top end of the Auburn football schedule. Number one, if Auburn does not execute this top end of the schedule, it could be some trouble for them down the stretch as far as not only making a bowl game and or Brian Harsin being able to secure his spot as the head coach for the Auburn Tigers. I think you got to make a bowl game. I think you got to make it respectable, but you got to secure that top end because there are a lot of winnable games in that top end, including, now this is a real sneak peek looking down the stretch with Penn State. I think this is a game that Auburn could probably, if they play their cards right, could win this game and go into SEC play in a favorable situation. So, by show of hands, with all the names involved, we're just going to name three. Zacoby McClain, Smoke Monday, and T.D. Moultrie. Who do you think are the steals of this draft, just considering all things? Show of hands. You can leave a 1 in the comment section as to who you think is the steal draft wise, well, undrafted wise, and they get an opportunity to show what they can do in this NFL draft class. Now, I'll tell you what, I really like the KJ Britt situation, 5th round. Wound up going to Tampa Bay. Looks like he took it the most advantage of his opportunities. Huge deal for him. I'm going to tell you who I think is an absolute steal and will more than likely be valuable. Now, I'll take the bullet if it turns out that this kid is cut from the roster of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the fall. But here's my take right now. Before we get into all that, I think that T.D. Moultrie is an absolute steal in this draft. I think he is a guy that, in my opinion, should have been drafted straight up, if nothing worse than the 6th or 7th round. But I think the NFL guys are starting to see that, hey, you know what? Auburn, it's a lot of steals with Auburn. T.D. Moultrie is the steal of this draft for the Auburn Tigers. I think Auburn has solidified themselves as putting guys in the league that have turned out to be steals and have turned out to be very productive in the draft. And TD Moultrie is no different. He's got the size. He has the versatile skills. The skill set. He played middle linebacker in high school. I thought he was absolutely phenomenal at times with Auburn at the edge position, off the defensive line position. And I think if you really recap this thing, TD Moultrie will be the steal of the draft. You talk about a guy that's got 33 total tackles, 7.5 for a loss, 3.5 sacks. As a matter of fact, he had that epic situation where it was a game changer against Mississippi State, where, you know, he had a chance to make a huge play there, but they charged him with targeting. I thought that was kind of BS, but the steal for Auburn in the draft 2022 is absolutely TD Moultrie. Let me know what you think about this video. Go ahead and sign up for the membership. We got some perks coming very soon. This is the off season, so we ain't got that going on right now. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. Become a member to the channel. I don't care what level you decide. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.